Hannah, our tenancy support officer, is visiting Timmy to check that everything is okay and to see how he is settling in and to ask if he's managed to find work at all. Timmy tells Hannah that he can't get a job and no one wants to help him. No one cares. Hannah asks, "Have you applied for anything?" Timmy replies that he hasn't and there's nothing out there to suit him. Timmy goes on to say that he doesn't have one of those CV thingies, and even if he did, he wouldn't have anything to put on it. And plus, he doesn't have a computer. Hannah tells Timmy that we may be able to help him, to which Timmy replies, "Yeah, right, whatever." Hannah then goes on to tell Timmy that we now have an employability team at Tristar Homes and personal advisors to help and support people move forward. Hannah asked Timmy if this would be okay if she could pass his details over to the team. Timmy replies, "Well, if you like, but I doubt they'll be able to help us." Hannah tells Timmy that she'll go ahead and pass his details over to either Deborah or Mark from the employability team, and they'll be in touch soon. Hannah says goodbye to Timmy, and Timmy replies, "Laters." Deb calls Timmy and explains that she received a referral from Hannah, the tenancy support officer, and that she understands the employability service and explained what it is about and what we're able to offer. Deb asks if they're able to meet at a time and a place which is convenient for him. Deb suggests Tristar House. Timmy explains that he can't do Wednesdays as he needs to go sign up the job centre on that day, so any other day is okay with him. Deb explains that this is no problem and suggests Tuesday, and that this way he can tell the advisor that they have met up and tell her what they have discussed. Deb arranges a time of 2 p.m. with Timmy. Timmy says, "Yeah, alright then. You're not going to be dead pushy, are you, because I can't be doing with that?" To which Deb explains, "We're actually here to support and help him achieve what he wants to achieve." Deb then asks Timmy to store the number that has come up and request that he call her if anything else comes up or any other questions. Deb tells Timmy that she looks forward to meeting. Waiting at the community centre, Debbie does not see Timmy turn up for his appointment. Deb calls Timmy to make sure everything's okay. Timmy replies, "Yeah, he's sound. He just didn't really like going places where he doesn't know anyone." Deb tells Timmy that this is not a problem and offers to pop over at Timmy's house to have a chat. Timmy replies, "Well, yeah, if you don't mind, like." So Deb arranges another time at 3 o'clock that day to go and visit Timmy. Deb arrives at Timmy's flat and knocks on the door. Timmy answers and Deb introduces herself, showing her ID. Timmy welcomes Deb into the property, saying, "Oh, Ian, if I'd offer you a cuppa but I got no milk, it costs a lot of money." Deb and Timmy sit on the sofa and Deb explains to Timmy that she is there to offer help and support that he may need. She tells him that she's aware he doesn't have a CV, as the tenancy support officer, Hannah, had explained earlier. So Deb tells Timmy that this is a good place to start. They have a chat about what qualifications he has and where he can build upon those qualifications. Deb asks Timmy, "What would you like to achieve?" Deb tells Timmy that she will take the information and get it typed up for him and bring a copy round and see what he thinks. Deb asks if he has an email address and could she email it to him. Timmy answers that he does have an email, but he wouldn't know what to do, or he wouldn't know how to open it or save it, nothing. Deb tells Timmy that this is not a problem as they have computers at the community centre. She asks Timmy how he'd feel about popping into the community centre, to which Timmy asks, "Are you definitely going to be there this time?" Deb tells Timmy that she will be there and arranges a time of 1 p.m. the next day. Deb tells Timmy that she will keep an eye out for him and they can show him around and see what he feels about the building and also help him with his CV on the computer. Timmy turns up as promised and Deb shows him the CV. Timmy is bouncing and thrilled. Deb has a chat with Timmy and tells him that they have a CV. Now what they need to do is to think and have a chat where he sees himself in the future and how he's going to get himself to that place. Timmy turns around to Deb and says, "Well, when I was at school I never got entered onto maths or English and I didn't do no coursework, wasn't really bothered." Deb explains to Timmy that the majority of employers require their employees to have these subjects and asks Timmy how he'd feel about being put onto a maths and English course. So this might go onto his CV. Timmy replies, yeah, but I'm rubbish. I don't know what I'm doing. Deb suggests that he do a practice test to see what level he comes out at, see how good he actually is. Either he can do it at home or in the community centre. And you know what? You might surprise yourself. Timmy asks if Debbie has the practice test handy because I'll be honest, I'll get home, I'll get back on the Xbox and there's just nothing going to be happening. So let's just find out how bad I really am right now. Deb tries to encourage Timmy by telling him to try to be positive, handing him the practice test. Debbie tells Timmy to take his time and if he feels at any point it's getting too much, give yourself 5 minutes. Take it easy. Don't stress yourself and let's get this done. Timmy hands Deb the test and says, there you go, I'm finished. Doubt I've done any good like. Deb goes through it and excitedly tells Timmy, well, you haven't got top marks, but you know what? You're not far off getting your first level there. And tells him, that's fantastic. Timmy sits and looks proudly and goes, yeah, I think I did alright. Debbie then offers him to go on to the literacy and numeracy course to gain his qualifications and tells him that he needs to give himself more credit. You know, you're better than what you think. Timmy replies, yeah, alright, I'll give it a bash. Not promising nothing though. Timmy attends a college and sits there, and at even one point offers to help another student when he got a little bit stuck. Timmy then sits the exam Timmy comes into the community and says to Deb, guess what? I've passed! Deb high-fives Timmy and tells him how great it is, to which Timmy replies, he feels really quite proud and more confident and says, do you know what, can I go on to level 2? Debbie tells Timmy, wow, yes, of course. And then she'll speak to Joe, the tutor at the college, to see about enrolling him and putting him forward. Deb offers to help Timmy to update his CV with his new qualification. They both sit at the desk and Deb shows Timmy how to update his CV. Deb then uses this opportunity to ask Timmy his interest and what he really enjoys doing. Timmy tells Deb that he didn't think he would, but he would sort of like being around people, and tells Deb he really enjoyed the classes at college and realised he works quite well with other people. Deb suggests that customer service role may be a good road to go down and asks, how are you with computers? To which Timmy replies, I'm not too bad. I've got my Facebook account, I've got my Twitter account, and everything else, well, you know, just Google it. Deb tells him about an office admin course that is run on a regular basis. She explained that this course will give him the qualification in employability and IT and teach him all the skills that he will need when applying for jobs. Timmy looks quite interested and says, where do I sign up? Timmy attends the office admin course and achieves his certificate as he was successful in passing the course. Deb calls Timmy and says that after all he's achieved so far, she thinks it would be great if they could build on his confidence because he has so much potential. She asks how he would feel about volunteering in the customer service at Tristar Homes and explains this will give him an experience and a reference and yet another thing to add to his CV. Timmy replies, yeah, I don't know, like, a bit scary like that. I just can't start talking to people. I wouldn't have a clue. Deb explains to Timmy that she would never expect him just to go on the phones, and she would find this quite scary too. She goes on to explain that they'll give him all the training that he needs and there'll be no pressure to take calls until he feels ready. She tells him that everybody in the centre is very approachable and to ask as many questions as you need. She tells him you never know, if he puts in 100%, it could lead to other opportunities in the future. Timmy starts the training. and then goes on to listen to some telephone calls. Deb calls Timmy to let him know about a job that has come up within Tristar as a Timmy, the mascot, and tells him the job would be perfect for him. Timmy comes into the community centre and excitedly says to Deb, "Guess what? I've only gone and done it. I've got myself an interview." He tells her that it's next Thursday at Tristar House and asks her to help him prepare, for which Deb replied, "That of course you would. And would you like to go through some interview techniques so we can do a mock interview? See where you need to improve upon." Timmy arrives 20 minutes early for his interview, looking very smart in his suit. Debbie offers words of support and encouragement by telling Timmy that he looks fabulous and tells him just be yourself and just show them people what you can do. Timmy drops into the community centre the day after the interview and is pacing up and down, biting his nails, very nervous. As he was told, he'd get a call either way, and then the phone rings. The lady from HR introduces herself to Timmy. She explains that she's from HR at Tristar and she's calling regarding the interview yesterday. Then asks Timmy what he thought. Timmy replies, "I think I did really well. I enjoyed it. It was good." The lady from HR says, "Well, I'm very glad to say this to you, but you've got the job. Thank you very much. And if you like it, the job is yours." Timmy replies, "Wow, I'm absolutely dumbfounded. I'm out tonight, I can tell you that." Deb shakes Timmy's hands and offers her congratulations, telling Timmy that it's amazing to see how far he has come in what he has achieved. She tells him that he really deserves this and wishes him the very best of luck in the future, and says that she was there to offer support any time he needs it. Timmy working for Tristar Homes, doing the job he now loves.